Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our daily video golf blog. Today is March the 12th, 2018, and on Mondays we do the Monday Rewind. And last week, the term I used was humdinger for the tournament. Well, this tournament was just as crazy. Tiger really does move the needle, and he moves it in the right direction. This was so exciting watching him compete right up to the last hole, walking down the last fairway of the 72nd hole. He had a chance to win his 80th PGA Tour event. It was not to be. It actually surprised me the way Tiger played the 18th hole. He needed a birdie to win, a birdie to get into the playoff. So it was an all or nothing. And I was shocked when he hit an iron off the tee and left him a long way back. And his iron shot in, which I think was, a very long iron, I don't know, 3 iron, 2 iron or something. He left it, a long way from the flag. And it was a hard putt to get to the hole. He hit it hard, but he actually left it a couple of feet short and tapped in to finish in second spot along with Patrick Reed. There seems to be, at the moment, last week we had 3 players that hadn't won in about 4.5 years. Paul Casey hasn't won in 9 years. It was hard to believe, but he hasn't won since the 2006 Houston Open. And so I was pleased. I was really pleased to see Paul Casey win a tournament again. He had committed to coming and playing in the US, and if anybody was going to win other than Tiger, Paul Casey was the man that I would have pulled for. He shot a great 65 in the final round. Tiger could only muster a 70, and so Tiger lost by 1. Tiger's irons, he seemed to be playing the whole round very conservatively. Most of his irons were just hitting middle of the green, middle of the green, middle of the green. And those flags on the Sunday were all tucked away in corners. So he was leaving himself 30, 35-foot putts. And he holed it when he had to. Came to the 17th hole, and he had to finish birdie. And he had about a 35-foot birdie putt. And he struck that putt, and you could see his line on the ball just tracking beautifully, end over end, taking the curve, final roll, dropping into the hole. Classic Tiger Woods, and I really thought he was going to do it on the 18th again. But I'm looking forward to next week. The PGA Tour goes to the Arnold Palmer Invitational at Bay Hill, and Tiger is playing again. And so I think Tiger will be in the mix again. Will he win? Who knows? But will he be in the mix? I'm pretty sure. The European Tour was the Indian Open at the DLF Golf Club just outside of New Delhi. This is a Gary Player design, and not only does it look spectacular, it was in great shape, but it played really, really tough. And I thought Shubhankar Sharma, who had won the Joburg Open and the Malaysian Championship, was the hot favorite, and I thought he was going to win that going away. And I tuned in on Thursday to see how they were doing. I got home and flicked the TV on, and he'd played the front 9, and he shot 41 on the front 9. And I thought, oh man, the pressure is just over the last few weeks has just got to him, and he didn't play. I switched the TV off. I went back later, and he had shot 71. He shot 30 on the back 9. He then shot 64 in the second round to get himself into contention, and after 54 holes was tied for the lead. This is a 21-year-old who is playing great golf right now. But the 54-hole lead last week, and the pressure got to him. I think he was just exhausted. He played the final 18 holes, and he looked like he just wanted his bed. I mean, he looked tired, he struggled, and so it wasn't to be. Beef Johnson played great golf, and came down the stretch head to head with or the other Englishman was Matt Wallace. So Beef and Matt tied after the regulation 72, went into a playoff. The 18th hole is a great par 5. It's a definite risk reward type shot. You have to hit a really good drive and place it, and then you can either lay up to the right or go at the green. Well, Beef did not hit his drive long enough, decided to lay up, which is what he did in regulation. Matt had hit a great drive, decided to go for the green and hit the shot of the tournament. Just perfect, over the water, bang, middle of the green. It ball rolled back. He left himself about a 12-foot eagle putt. Beef pitched up, 2-putted for a par. Matt had 2 putts to win, and so congratulations to Matt. I was impressed with his swing. I haven't known this guy before. This is the first time I'd seen him play. I was really impressed with his golf swing. The final swing that he took, hitting that iron, I think he was hitting a 4-iron into the green. Boy, it was just a solid swing, and he just posed at the end there, and bang, that ball was there. I think it does surprise me every now and again when one of these guys who's really an unknown, they play. It just shows how much talent is out there and how these golfers can really play the game. And any week anybody can step up and win, and it also shows how hard it is to win on any of the tours throughout the world. The Sunshine Tour, next week is the Tour Championship. Next week, the PGA is the Arnold Palmer Invitational, as I mentioned. The European Tour has no tournaments next week. The LPGA is the Bank of Hope Founders Cup. This is a tournament that the LPGA kind of stumbled into. They originally had it. It's to honor those LPGA players that are still alive that started the LPGA and literally grabbed the LPGA by the scruff of the neck and dragged it into the 20th century. And I'm so glad that they've now found a sponsor, and this is going to be a regular event. These ladies really deserve it. So, one more thing. The PGA Tour champions had another person who hasn't won for 4.5 years. Vijay Singh has not won an individual title in 4.5 years, and he beat Tommy Tolles, Tom Pernice and Scott McCarron by 1 to have his first win on the Champions Tour, and I think he's going to win a lot more. So Tiger Woods tees it up next week. Can't wait. See you next Monday.